Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about gender reassignment surgery and basically like what I went through, all the common questions that I get about having a vagina now. I'm going to be talking about like all those type of things, all those questions. I'm going to talk about the nitty gritty. I'm going to be telling it all. I'm going to be spilling all the tea on that. So let's get started. So, basically what happened, long story short, I basically, I had a penis. I was born with a penis. I did not want it. I never wanted it. I never even asked to have it. Okay. So, at age 19, once I realized I was transgender and what that was, it just dinged and it clicked and it made sense in my book. So after getting my face done, getting my breasts done, getting a trachea shave, the next step I felt like is to remove it, because I dated a lot of guys in the past, and I was always insecure when it came to the bedroom type thing. I was very insecure that, that was out. A lot of the guys I was with, obviously, they didn't mind. Some of them kind of did mind, but they still liked me for me and saw me as a female, so they had to look past that. I was very embarrassed, and I was very just uncomfortable with my body, and I couldn't even really, and also too, when I would go to the grocery store, I would, always be looking down there to make sure it was tucked and all that stuff, so that way no one, I was very insecure. But now that I got the last piece, got the last surgery, what I did is that I got a medical referral. So I'm going to be spilling the tea. I'm going to be getting into the cost of things, everything like that. And yeah, so I had to get reevaluated. So I went through my medical insurance. I had Kaiser, so I went through there. I went to letting them know like what I had. So what I was diagnosed with was called gender dysphoria. So basically, with that, basically I had to go see a psychiatrist, and then they had to evaluate me to see if I was in the right mind to get the surgery. So I passed with flying colors, and basically, I think you have to be on hormones for at least a year. I've been on it for going on 6 years now. So after that, you have to do what's called electrolysis. Oh my God, it's the worst thing ever. It took me like a year and a half to get all the hairs gone. And basically, I would go once a week, and they it's a needle with electricity coming out of it, and then they go down in your private area and they put the needle in the hair follicle and then zap it and then remove the hair. They have to remove the hair down there, because if you just get the surgery and you have hair down there, you're gonna have hair growing all up inside your vagina, okay? And it's not gonna look natural looking. So it takes time, and that was something I had to go through every week, and it's extremely painful. Like, I busted out in tears, sweat, cried, blood. Like, you shouldn't be bleeding, but I think what happened, I think she plucked the hair down there, and then I think there was like I don't know, I don't remember. I think there was blood. Anyways, I went through a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, okay? When surgery came, there was blood, okay? So, after a year and a half of that, I definitely went to go get the surgery. The surgery was easy, girl. Surgery was just quick. Like, they knock you out, you wake back up, boom, you got a vagina. But the thing was, the pain level, I would say, was probably like, I want to say like, I would say like it was like an 8, 9 out of 10. It was painful, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But getting it wasn't painful, but the recovery was a lot. I mean, it took me months. Like, it took like three months of walking. I remember, like, I would call my friend to go with me to Walmart because I had to get groceries, and I was on medical disability. I was on disability for a little bit, because for months I was out of work, and especially I got mine during COVID, so like right when I got the surgery, 2 weeks later COVID hit, and then everything shut down, people lost their jobs, stuff like that. So I was already, resting and stuff like that. So it took me months to walk. It shouldn't take you months. It's because I wasn't getting up walking and stuff like that to get the blood circulation going. So the healing would have been faster, but I was just so lazy. I just stayed in bed, did not want to walk. But back to the thing. So after the surgery happened, I was in the hospital for 6 days. That was the required or whatever, but I stayed an extra day because I had to dilate, and I'm going to do a whole separate video on dilation. But after the sixth day, they removed everything. I was stuffed. They put gauze and stuff. They stuff your vagina so it doesn't close up or anything. And then also too, my vagina was stitched up. I had tubes coming out of my vagina because the blood, and so for blood clots and stuff like that. Also had a catheter inside of me. Girl, that was really weird and uncomfortable. I did not like it. So that's basically what happened. Oh yeah, and then they sutured my vagina up too. So I had like plastic sutures in there. Girl, it was like something from a Saw film, I kid you not. What else? I want to also, like, I wish I could show y'all pictures of what it looks like, but to be honest, I just feel like that I think my video will get flagged, and I'm not going to be doing that. But if y'all want to see it, y'all can go online. That my surgeon was Dr. Ali Salim. He did my surgery, and to be honest, you guys, I'm so happy with it. It looks like a real vagina. Like, I've had guys look at it. I've had my friends look at it. I've had other guys look at it. They said I would have never known. Like, that's what they say. Like, I would have never known if you didn't say anything. I would have never known. So I'm really happy with that. They felt it. They said it feels like a real vagina. So I mean, I'm pretty happy. That's what a vagina is anyways. It's an inside out penis, and that's what a penis is. It's an inside out vagina. When we're all born, when we're in the womb, everyone is born female, and then if you have an XX chromosome, you stay female, and then if you have an XY chromosome, the ovaries descend into into like what's called testicles, and then that's when the penis is formed. But everyone actually has a vagina, believe it or not, when they are created. So that's basically what it is. That's why it's so easy for people, for the surgeons to make it back into a vagina, because that's what it is. That's what it originally was. But yeah, so let's get into recovery. It was bad too. So also too, when I was in the hospital, I had what was called I almost needed a blood transfusion because I lost a lot of blood. And also too, walking was not easy for me. I was walking, but I remember I would just like lift my arms up for like 2 seconds, and then I would be exhausted from just lifting my arms up. So I lost a lot. I was on the borderline of needing a blood transfusion, which I ended up not getting, but I was really on the line like needing a blood transfusion, and it was a mess. Also too, like, if you make sure you have someone with you when you go through the surgery. That surgery, I thought I was tough because I got my boobs done, I got my face done on my own. No one was there. During the vagina surgery, you need someone with you at all times, because the nurses there, they took forever to come to my room. There was times where I needed to go, because I was on so many meds, like I had to go to the bathroom, and I was all hooked up to the IV and stuff, and it was all plugged into the wall. Thank God I had an ex-boyfriend at the time. He was there with me, and he helped me through a lot, and I really thank him a lot. I'm sad that our relationship did not work out, but at the time, he was there with me. If it wasn't for him, I honestly would be a lot more upset that I was alone. But he was there, and you need someone there. I don't care if you've been a lone rider. You have to at least have a friend, hire somebody to be with you, because I kid you not, being on your own going through that surgery is horrible. So anyways, also too, what happened, I walked out for a little bit, and then they got the wheelchair. Also too, like my last day there, I had to do the dilation or whatever. The dilation was a lot. Basically what dilation is, once they remove all the tubes and the sutures and, oh girl, that was too much. Basically you have to dilate 4 times a day, and then eventually over time it becomes less and less, but you do have to dilate for the rest of your life. It's like once you get the vagina surgery, it's like getting your ears pierced. When you get your ears pierced, you have to keep something in there or else the hole is going to close up. So when you have these, they look like a dildo, but they're actually medical instruments, and what they use is there to keep your vagina open, and so that way you can get ready to have sex, or whatever. And what was I gonna say? Oh dang, I forgot what I was gonna say, y'all. But anyways, once you start, oh yeah, dilation, it's painful, it hurts, it's very uncomfortable because you're stretching it and you're putting something in there and you're stretching it. So basically that's kind of what happened with me. Have I had sex? No, I have not had sex with anyone. I want to wait until I find the right guy, but I have dilated, okay, and I have experienced climax. Oh my god, I don't even know if I should even be putting that out there, but yes, I'm just putting it out there to let y'all know that everything works down there. Alright y'all, I'm sorry, my camera overheated. But it's cooled down now, so I'm gonna hurry and make this quick. But yeah, so I did experience climax or whatever, so you can feel things down there. The sensation is still there. What they do is when you get the sex change surgery, it's when they say, oh, they cut your penis off or whatever, they don't cut it off. They reinvert it, and then they rearrange the organs down there. So that's what they do. So other questions too. So I have a list of questions. I'm going to go through the questions really quick. So can you feel it? I already answered that. How does it look? I already answered that too. It depends on who you go to, but for me, I went with Ali Salim in San Francisco. That's where I got it done at, and he did an amazing job, and I'm really happy with it, and it looks very realistic. The cost, for me, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I got mine for free. I got my sex change surgery for free. If you have medical insurance, see if they can cover it, and look into getting a referral, stuff like that. You do have to pay a copay, but depending on what your copay is, that's all you pay for the surgery. So some people pay out of pocket because there's a specific surgeon that they want to go to. And then for me, I seen his work. I was like, oh my God, it looks good. No way in hell am I paying $20,000, $30,000 for, but I mean, just look at other options. Is it painful? I'd be lying to you if it wasn't. So I hope that answers all your guys' questions. Definitely leave a comment down below, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Also too, I have all my social medias down in the description bar. Definitely stay tuned for the next video next week. Stay magical.